welcome to Bubblegum Balloons. I'm Laura and we're going to be blowing up a bubble balloon here, which is obviously part of our name, one of our staples. And we send out hundreds of these every week with personalisation on and confetti inside. So we're just going to inflate a bubble balloon, 20-inch Deco Bubble, with a tassel tail added on and some matching confetti inside. And I'll go through all the components that we use to do that. So first off, we're going to talk about the helium. So we've got a genie tank here and we've got a trigger valve on there because we're going to use pure helium inside our bubble balloon. When we blow them up on the station downstairs, which we'll give you a quick show over of, we actually use a machine that sits on the desk and it's a timed machine. So we literally just press go and it blows up the bubble to the size that we need it to be blown up at. Also full helium. So first thing we need to do is get the confetti inside. How many times as a balloon person do you get asked how you get the confetti inside the bubble? Our staple answer is magic, but it's not magic, it's really fussy and annoying. So what you need to do is, our confetti is just in a little packet here. We just have it in the bins normally on the station, which we can show you. But we just literally grab a chunk of the confetti, not too much, not too little, and just roll it up so that it will slide in to the neck of the bubble. So there is definitely no magic here, just a bit of work. So push that in. And we're going to do 3 clumps of confetti, which we know gives us roughly the right amount of confetti. These colours are really pretty. It's important not to put too much confetti inside because too much confetti will make the balloon too heavy. We also need this to hold eventually a decal, so personalisation, and a tassel tail and the ribbon, and still float healthily. So with all of that in mind, it's important that it's just the right amount of confetti. We don't have an exact science on that. We do have a guide in terms of weight, but 3 clumps is what's going to do it here. So we're just going to use a trigger valve to inflate the bubble balloon. What we're going to try and do is get the bubble balloon to be on its side because we're watching the seam of the bubble. So we literally just want to see, you can see here, those lines disappear. So we're going to keep on going till it feels like those lines are going. Then we're going to keep going a bit more till it's round. It's a nice round shape there. Give that a shake up, that's the fun bit. And then we're just going to twist the end there. Now once the end is twisted, we're going to use a 260Q. So we cut our 260Qs in half for this. And we're just going to use the half that's got an open end each side. If we were using the other end, I would cut the end off of it so that it is open right the way through, so it doesn't get air bubbles locked inside. We're just going to put that around the neck of the bubble balloon, and then I'm going to wrap it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. And that's nice and tight now. I can actually let go of that, it's absolutely fine. And then we're going to just tie that into a knot. Our first knot there, make sure that's down at the bottom. And then I'll do the same thing the other side. So we've got 2 knots in there, and I'll double tie that knot, really making that secure. Now, if you were adding on a shape tail or just plain ribbon, you'd cut that at this stage. But we're not, we're going to add on a tassel tail. So we're going to leave that 260Q just there. I'm going to get our ribbon. We've got 3mm satin ribbon here. And we're going to cut a length of that, and we're going to add that on. So once it's tied on, that actually sits underneath the 260Q, so it can't slide off. So you're not going to lose your bubble balloon in the wind. So that would be devastating. And then with the tassel tail, we're going to find a point that we want to tie it to. So we're going to go with the coral at the top, and we're just going to use the 260Q to tie around the silver stretchy part of the tassel there. We're going to tie that twice as well. Always extra knots. And then we're done with that. That can be cut off, and so can the neck of that, just because it looks better when it's not there. And that is how you tie a 20-inch Deco bubble. Now, on the other end, depending on what weight you're using, we're going to use a bubble weight today. This is what we use when we send these out in the post. I cut way too much ribbon there. Apologies. We will reuse the extra. So we'll cut that off there. So that's our bubble weight. We also like bangle weights sometimes if you need them for events. And then using the extra bit of ribbon, we're just going to tie on our gift message label, which we're going to put on there. And we'll do a cute little bow there. And that is how you tie a Deco bubble balloon, bubblegum balloon style. Thank you very much for watching today.